Blind kitty finds love when she needs it the most, and it comes from an unlikely friend. One cold morning, the staff at a local shelter in New Jersey found a cardboard box in front of the door. They feared the worst, hoping the box was empty, but unfortunately they were wrong. Inside it, a tiny tortie kitten was curled up on a piece of cloth. This little kitten's story might start on a sad note, but her life only gets better. It stunned thousands of people, and for the right reason. Someone either abandoned or found this tortie on the street and had no idea what to do with it. Probably leaving in front of the shelter was the best idea, and when the staff found it, they realized something was wrong with it. Not only was this cat very small, it also had problems with its eyes. The caretakers at the shelter immediately took it in for a quick checkup before sending it to the Union County Animal Hospital. That's when they found some shocking details about this kitten. One look at this kitten and you think it's blind. However, vets realized that the kitty, who was a she, wasn't really blind. She needed a foster home so she could have a place to grow strong and healthy, and that's where little tortie gets extra lucky. As heartbreaking as this might be, people who want to adopt cats are not that willing to take the ones with special needs like the protagonist of our story. However, the shelter never gave up on her. They posted photos of the kitty on social media in hopes of getting the attention of people. Do you think this worked? The shelter posted a few photos of the cat and a video revealing her unusual eyes, and that's when Tracy and Derek fell in love with her. The post said she was dropped off on the steps of an animal shelter alone in a cardboard box, so the couple decided to go visit the shelter and ask about the cat. Tracy and Derek are a happy couple who love animals. They already had 3 cats and were not really looking for a 4th. However, they couldn't carry on with their day without thinking of this kitten sitting in a shelter, which is why they arranged for a meet and greet just a little before Christmas. Together with their kids, Tracy drove an hour to the shelter to meet the kitty for the first time, and she couldn't believe how small she was. For some unknown reason, the little kitty felt that Tracy and the kids were interested in adopting her, and she immediately started meowing when she heard them. Tracy and the kids were left in awe after seeing how adorable this kitty was. There was no doubt the kitty was going home with them. After months of living all alone in the animal shelter, the blind kitty finally had a place to call home, but that's just the beginning of her story. We learned when we got there that they were unsure if she could see at all, but believed she had some limited sight, recalled Tracy, who said the kitty was tiny. When thinking about how to name their new family member, the couple came up with a brilliant idea. Keep listening because you will never believe how they decided to name her. It has always been so tough to find a proper name for your pet. You always want to make sure it sounds perfect, that has a ring to it, and the furry baby will respond to it. Sometimes names do fit like a glove, like in this case. The couple named the little kitty Storm after the famous X-Men character who had gray eyes just like this kitty does. A little while after they adopted Storm, Tracy and Derek decided to take the kitty for a thorough examination. You see, she was a special needs cat and she needed extra care. At the doctor, the couple learned some shocking details about their tortie. It looked like Storm was about 3 months old, which meant she was very small for her age. Tracy explained that she wasn't tiny because she was young, as they first believed. She had a condition aside from having troubles with her eyes. She was tiny not because she was young, but because her growth had been stunted, and she can be classified as a congenital dwarf, said Tracy. Our vet believes that she was the runt of the litter and her mom may have been sick during her pregnancy, leading to Storm's smaller stature. The couple then scheduled Storm to a veterinary ophthalmologist, where they again learned new things about the kitty. The most important thing was to make sure the kitty wasn't in pain, so Tracy and Derek headed to the veterinary ophthalmologist, where they learned about Storm's eye condition. Tracy explained that Storm has something called corneal endothelial degeneration. It's a bluish haze to the cornea that is caused by the loss of corneal cells. Did it mean she wasn't blind? It turned out Storm could see as if she were seeing underwater. This was caused by a thin layer of fluid that didn't drain properly, creating that cloudiness in her eyes. Thankfully, the vet said that the condition is not painful but can't be treated. A challenge we faced in the beginning was the potential for our other cats to reject her and bully her, recalled Tracy. She feared the Storm was too small and frail to defend herself, but she couldn't believe her eyes when she saw them interact with a tiny tortie. The amazing thing about this is the 3 felines accepted Storm right from the moment they met her and all acted like their big sisters. Storm learned how to be a cat from her furry siblings who guided her towards sunny spots in the backyard. Her parents also made sure to teach her how to play hide and seek. The new tortie was a good student even without perfect eyesight. To make things even better, one of the other cats was also a tortie. We can be sure that Storm loved to see that Tracy and Derek already had another cat like her. This must have made her feel even more comfortable and safe. We absolutely love all of our cats, but Storm has a special place in our hearts. "We can't help but smile when she waddles into the room with her bulldog strut," said Tracy. You can easily see from this photo that Storm loves Tracy a lot. When she wants to cuddle, Storm will meow around the house and look for her humans. As soon as she hears their voices, she'll come and look for a way to get on the couch, closer to her mom's lap. Check out her other favorite spots. Tracy and Derek said that one of the things that Storm loves the most is to crawl in their laps when they're working. See it for yourself how sneaky Storm can be. This photo makes it clear that Storm enjoys spending time with her owners even though they might be busy working on some projects. Not just that, but Derek says Storm starts purring as soon as she gets on his lap. We all know that Storm is an adorable cat and she deserves to be carried around like a baby. The jacket build for moms with babies is perfect for Storm now that it comes with pom-poms. Can you imagine how hard and scary it must have been for Storm to live on the streets as a kitten? Good thing the shelter staff decided to take cute pictures of her and post them on Facebook, because Tracy and Derek would have never heard about her otherwise. This family knows that Storm has special needs and was informed that she would face other challenges considering she's a dwarf. Nonetheless, Tracy said this experience had been great for her sons, who learned to take care of Storm, and she also taught them compassion and kindness. Unfortunately, they had to share some sad news a few months ago. Tracy and the entire family had their hearts broken nearly a year after adopting Storm. The adorable kitten passed away due to her condition, explained a devastated mom in an Instagram post. "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I must share that we had to say goodbye for now to our dearest Storm. She was a fighter, but her little body just couldn't keep up. She loved laying in the sun, so I post this recent photo of her content and happy and at peace. Sleep easy, my baby girl. Sweet Storm will forever be in their hearts."